everybody to introduce themselves and their characters. We're going to start with Tommy Pinderbrush.
Okay, my character is Tommy Pinderbrush. He's arcane trickster rogue. He sees himself as more of a con man or dice man than a burglar. He has a bit of a Robin Hood complex and a gambling addiction.
Cake.
Oh, sorry, was that me next?
Yep.
Okay, sorry about that. Well, Cake is besides all the fancy crap he's wearing, which he all got out of pure luck, he was originally a squire of a very badass warrior that got pretty much blown up and thrown out of a castle by a small dragon. So he had to take up arms, and he got a lot of cool gear on him. But his whole main thing is he just likes to just get in the middle and try to take as much damage as he can. But he cannot really give out any damage at all.
That seems like a flaw.
I'm Dave, and I'm playing Flinor Drellin, who's a rogue human from Mirabar, where he spent years as an investigator in the City Watch. But after things didn't go as planned and his partner died, he ran from the city and has been on the road since then, and has become more of a sort of vigilante rogue. Hasn't stayed anywhere too long yet.
Soreto Pogo Nade is, well, you often look around and see a crate or a rain barrel instead of them. He is a very cautious gnome, but likes playing with perceptions.
Wait. I played with you before. You were in a Trance's game.
Why, yes, I was.
I knew that name sounded familiar. This is going to be fun. After Pogo is Juno.
Juno hasn't developed a backstory yet, but Juno is a level 1 heal dwarf cleric who is looking to right a wrong in her past. I'm sorry, I just made her.
As you guys arrive to the city of Flan after hearing, stories that Flan is a good place to seek your fortunes and your adventure, you seem to attract the attention of a group known as the Black Fist, and all of you are asked to report to Knight Aelid Burrell to assist in investigating a string of thefts in Scholars Square.
Well, sure, that looks interesting. Let's do this. Not thefts are bad.
Tommy, you can go ahead and cast it, and I'll say you cast it before the adventure. Just deduct the 10 gold from your inventory.
Okay, thanks.
The afternoon sun is just beginning to peek out from behind heavy clouds, sending the last shafts of golden light through the dirty windows of the cracked crown and in on the southern edge of Poodle Plaza. The door opens and a middle-aged female human enters the inn, tall enough that she ducks to avoid striking the frame with the top of her enameled black helm. She pulls a vacant chair out from your table and seats herself adjusting the sword at her hip as she does so. I am Knight Aelin Brawl, she says, her helm adding a hollow note to her voice, and I have a job for you.
Please
What kind
go
of
on.
job?
A string of thefts have been reported by various people who reside or work in Scholars Square. This is not this is not in and of itself unusual. What is unusual is that nothing of obvious value has been stolen, just a single book. The thefts began 6 nights ago and have occurred every 2 days since then.
When you say a single book, could you elaborate on that?
From my understanding, it was just a book. I don't know what kind of book was stolen.
Very interesting.
I suggest that perhaps you speak to Kasara Brandywine. She is the scribe master of Mantor's library, who reported the thefts this morning, if you would like additional information. Because we lack the resources here, I have been unable to properly investigate the thefts. However, I will personally fund this investigation and will pay you 50 gold to do so on my behalf. I would
Is that 50 gold per investigator?
No, it's 50 gold for the whole group.
Well, you've come to the right place, Aelin. I happen to have been an investigator for many years, and these kind of things can't go unsolved in my mind.
She tells you, I would like you to keep me informed of what is happening, so that we may come closer to apprehending this thief.
Where can we find you?
I will be at the guardhouse.
All right. Well, I think we will continue with talking to Kasara, but we'll follow up with you there, unless there's anything else you can think of that might help us find these thieves.
Alright, so you guys head off to Mantor's library. Sun-bleached colonnades frame the austere facade of Mantor's library. A solitary bench sits next to a tranquil pond at the fore of its property, in the center of Scholars Square. The grounds are well manicured and festooned with blooming flowers and other local flora.
How many other buildings are around this Scholar Square? Is it just the library?
There's a few other buildings around Scholar Square.
Okay. Do you think we should just head in? It's getting late.
Probably should, yeah.
Is the door closed, or can we just head in?
It's open. You guys head into the library and make your way toward to see the Scribe Master. The Scribe Master's office is small and very cramped, a problem made worse by the sheer number of books that are stacked haphazardly on every piece of furniture within. A sign on the door reads, Kasara Brandywine, Scribe Master. Beneath that, a small piece of wood hangs on a nail with the word "in" written on it in chalk. As you knock on the door, a voice from an unseen source calls out, "Just a moment!" There is a creaking of a wooden chair, a muttered curse, and then a loud crashing noise as a few stacks of books are knocked to the floor, revealing a young-looking halfling with short blonde hair, her hands and shirt stained with smudges of blue ink. Upon noticing you, she brushes herself off and says, "My name is Kasara Brandywine, and I am the Scribe Master. How may I be of service to you today?"
Good afternoon, Kasara. We were sent here by Aylin Brawl. She said that you reported a book that's been stolen, or multiple books that have been stolen in the last 6 days, and she's hired us to help investigate the thieves. And so we were hoping you could tell us more about the books, any other information that you have about them. And after saying that, I'll kind of see if I can help pick up some of those books that got knocked over.
She smiles and says, yes, of course. 3 exceptionally rare tomes were stolen from various people residing in Scholar Square, each 2 days apart. The first book was stolen 6 days ago from the office of Aya Glenmere, a wizard who maintains a small shop in Scholar Square. The book was a treatise of the Weave, titled The Weave, a collection of impractical observations. The second book that was stolen belonged to Matron Foss, a retired adventurer and resident of Flan, who keeps it in his... Oh, I'm sorry, it's Martin Foss, who keeps it in his private collection in his home in the Noble's Quarter. The book was a personal memoir of Ren, a long-dead ranger of repute and once one of Flan's most famous citizens. The third and final theft occurred last night, and was that of a book titled The Lords and Lineages of Flan. It was in the possession of Ajin Lamarak, a local noble who specializes in the history of Flan, specifically genealogy and heraldry. If you could retrieve these stolen books, I'm willing to give you 100 gold. I don't really care if this thief is caught or not.
Can you think of anything that these books have in common? As far as I can tell, they seem like sort of a mix. 2 are history, 1 is about the Weave.
These books really don't have anything in common.
Where did you say that we could find Agent Namarak, the most recent, to have the book stolen?
He is, of course, at his home in the Nobles' Quarter.
Oh, also, Kick is standing like right next to her, and he's gonna stare her in the eyes, and he is going to ask her where she was at or what she was doing on those days the books were stolen, because with his intelligence, he's assuming that yeah, oh yeah, he's assuming that she'd probably be the prime suspect. And I stare her, and I like start flexing. And I'm looking her in the eyes.
She starts laughing at you, and she goes, "I was in my office, of course. Can you not see all the books that I have to sort through?"
But you said they were rare and important, so that seems like something that you might want.
She just quirks an eyebrow at you, and she's like, "Are you trying to say that I am the thief?"
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to see what you were doing.
Again, I was in my office sorting through all the books I have laying around.
Was there anyone there to tell you, well, that could back up your story?
She looks you up and down. She says, "My, you're being mighty rude."
I'll sort of give her a gesture and roll my eyes in Cake's direction, signaling that he might be a little slow. Not to
Yeah,
take too
he's
much
a little bit
offense.
slow.
She looks at Cake and she says, "Shouldn't you be out trying to catch the real thief?"
Yeah, I guess so.
So where do you guys want to go? And you
I
have
have one more question. Is this pretty rare, having books stolen? You do have a pretty nice collection. Is this the first time anything like this has happened?
Yes, it is. It's this is the first occasion of anyone actually wanting to steal books. Usually thieves steal food or money, but never books.
Well, thank you for the information, and we'll let you know if we find anything.
You are quite welcome, sir.
So as we leave, I'll ask everybody else, where do you think we should head next? Maybe the Noble's Quarter, since 2 books were stolen there.
Yeah, so let's check out the where the books were stolen at.
Okay.
So maybe we'll see if we can find Namarak's first, since it's the most recent.
Lamarak?
Oh, Lamarak, yes.
Okay.
Recent backwards or backwards forwards?
Well, isn't Glenmere, or the first one, here in the same area we're already in?
Yes, she is.
Well, let's be
That's
honest. Glen is tiny. You can walk across in like 2 minutes.
Yeah, maybe we should do that.
Yeah, it doesn't
Especially
matter,
since it's kind of late in the day already.
Okay. So let me know where you guys want to go.
I think the wizard shop, since it was close.
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds about a good idea.
Sure.
You guys head over to one of the buildings in the nicer part of the Podal Plaza. And as you come up to it, the door to this rather unassuming building opens, and a female half-elf wearing robes stands in the doorway. The smell of flowers and incense flow from within. Perched on the elf's shoulder is a small, gray-furred monkey. And she says, I take it you are here to interrogate me about the missing book? She smiles. Master Openroll is currently distrustful.
Well, do you have the book? Do you have the book back? Where's the book?
Did you notice anything else missing, or how they might have gotten in?
The book was the only thing stolen, and I don't see how anybody could have gotten in. And it's. She kind of just stammers off in what she's trying to say.
And where was the book kept?
The book had been in my study for 2 years before it was taken 6 days ago.
Can we see where the book was kept?
Yeah, she leads you into to the house and over to her study.
On the way over there, I'll ask, could you tell us more about Master Openroll? We haven't heard too much about him.
Master Oppenroll is the head curator at Mentor's library. Along with being a powerful wizard.
So he, even though you reported the book stolen, he suspected you.
He did not suspect me.
Oh, okay.
I think you misunderstood what she was saying.
Yeah, I did.
Basically, he divined that you guys were coming, and that's why she was waiting for you at the door.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna look around the study for a way a thief might have come in, or anything out of place, things like that.
Where was this book kept?
In the study, on her desk.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd like to
Yeah.
search too for anything broken or anything like that.
As far as you can see, there was no way for anyone to really come into this room. And those of you adept in Arcana kind of notice a hint of magical wards.
Oh, can I look at these wards?
You don't really see them, you just kind of sense them.
Could I inspect the lock on the door, see if it has a lock, and how easy it would be to pick it?
Sure, roll me an investigation check. You don't notice anything.
The great and mighty arcane powers that surge through my blood, I examine the arcane wards.
Again, you don't really see them, you just sense them, and you can sense that they're very powerful.
I'm sad that I didn't learn detect magic. Or see magical runes, or anything like that.
There's no obvious way into the room. It's gone off the desk. And nothing else is missing.
Correct.
And the room appears to be warded.
What kind of wards do you have? asking the stuck-up elf broad, or whatever she is, who's very much taller than I am.
Aya.
I will not discuss my magic with you.
Is this the only thing stolen?
Yes, this was the only thing stolen. She actually points out where the book was kept. She tells you, the book was stored in a glass display case of breathtaking quality.
How many people knew that you'd been studying this book? Is that common knowledge, or is it just a select few?
Only a handful of people knew I had this book stored in my room. Whoever took the book more than likely had access to the library records.
Can I see if she's lying to us? It's pretty strange to break into a wizard's thing and only steal a book.
Sure, roll me an insight check.
I have guidance, by the way.
Yep. You can tell that she's telling you the truth, but even though she's telling you the truth, it seems as though she's hiding something.
I inform my party members, hey, she's telling the truth about some shit, but she's hiding something.
Oh, sorry, what? Oh.
Is anybody looking at the glass case where the book was kept?
Yeah, that she pointed to.
Give me a perception check.
Wow, we are terrible.
We have some awesome rolls.
You guys notice it's a very nice looking glass case.
Could you give us a list of the people that would have access to the library records? We are, after all, trying to both get familiar with the town, but compile a list of possible suspects.
Are your wards against just the mundane, or would it work against, say, magical means of, say, teleporting the book out or something like that?
They were for the mundane, and they also worked against magical means. I don't honestly know who would have access to those records.
I ask her if I can inspect the case to see if it's really steel-proof.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check again.
Oh, I was gonna punch it.
Roll me an attack roll.
As you punch the case, you hurt your arm.
Seems like she's telling the truth.
Can I push the conversation to Miss Aya? I believe that this book was stolen by some unknown, but you haven't been telling us the whole truth now, have you?
You're trying to persuade her to tell you the truth?
I'm trying to find out what she's trying to hide.
She looks at you and she's like, I've been telling you the entire truth. What are you talking about?
I can tell that you're trying to hide something from us. Maybe something that we may need to know.
Roll me a persuasion check.
$11.
I am hiding nothing from you. I have told you everything that I know.
I put a firm grip on her shoulder, and I ask her, now are you sure about that? Because we're forgiving people, but we really don't like to get lied to twice.
Roll me an intimidation check. She goes, very well, very well. I have invested a significant amount of time warding my apartment to appease the Lord Sage, earning his trust by ensuring that anything kept within my apartment was safe. I believe that the Lord Sage will likely use it as an excuse to ask me to return all of the library's books in my possession. The book was not the only thing stolen. The thief also took some of my personal possessions, namely a horn of blasting and 3 spell scrolls.
That was important to know. As far as we've heard, it's only books that have been stolen from you and others. Is there anything in the book you were studying that connects it back to Flan? One of the books was a history of the area.
This book only spoke about Mistra, the goddess of magic. This book had nothing to do with Flan.
This is the Weave book, right?
Yes.
I ask her, Messiah, can you give us a brief history of the Weave?
Fuck no.
I sort of laugh when that happened. I'll look around just a little bit more and sort of nod and say, well, I can't think of anything else
Are the
for
wards-
here.
Actually, you know what she does to give you your brief history of the weave? She cast prestidigitation on your pants to make them look soiled.
Are the wards only against something getting in, or will they also, say, go off if something tries to get out?
They worked both ways. They would stop someone from getting in and stop something from getting out. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
So, you guys have pretty much gotten all the information you're gonna get from her.
Yeah, I'll sort of make my way out.
Where do you guys want to go?
I think we're going to end up back at the library, checking out the records of who accessed each person's checkout, but maybe we should go talk to the other people first.
It totally makes sense to do that.
Yeah, check on the other books.
So to the nobles' quarter.
Okay.
Sure.
So, off to Noble Quarter, who are we going to first? Martin or Lamorak?
I would say let's go to Glamour first, or Lamorak first, just in case. Since that happened yesterday, maybe we'll find some more clues there if it was more recent.
You're the investigator.
Yeah. Alright, so Lamorak it is.
You guys begin to make your way towards you actually begin to make your way towards Dusty's shop in Pottles Plaza. And as you make your way there and you begin to approach, the small building's front door opens into a small cramped office. Looking within, you can see a number of different heraldic banners from the walls, each hanging above what looks like a gaudily decorated family tree set into a frame. "Oh, hello there, Lamorak," deadpans a sarcastic look on his face. "I'm very excited to be part of this."
Are you? You're excited to be part of the investigation? Or someone who had a book stolen?
This isn't a game.
He looks at you, he's like, "Of course I am. I would like my book back. This book has been in my family for 2 centuries.
This is the, which book?
The Lords and Lineages of Flan.
Okay.
Well, to start off with, maybe you could show us where you kept the book to keep it safe.
He says, "Yes, of course, of course. The book was secured within a drawer in my desk that was locked and protected by powerful spellcraft."
Yes, yes. Can you please take us to the location of where it was stolen from?
Yeah, he does. And those of you, adept or proficient in Arcana, notice that there is no air of magic coming from his desk.
Lie number 1. Man, these people are horrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the once over on the desk and the drawers, and again look for signs of entry.
Give me a
Same.
perception check. Tommy, you notice the remnants of a laughably simple trap that did nothing more than ring a tiny bell concealed inside this desk. You could see that the lock was a little sophisticated.
And it looks like that had been tripped already.
Yes.
Okay.
Very, very intricate lock, you say?
Yes, of course.
Seems like the simplest buffoon could easily have opened this lock.
Again, I think you misunderstood what I said. I said the lock looked pretty intricate. There was a trap that was laughably simple.
Oh, okay.
So no one heard the bell ring.
No. As far as Tommy can tell, it looks like the trap. It looks like it's been disarmed, but made to look like it went off.
Ah.
He goes, "I can't even understand why anyone would want to steal the book. While rare and old, the book is little more than a collection of lineages and notes made by a scribe of past and current noble houses. It is a rather ugly book, disgusting, dull subject matter, and cannot likely bring much in the way of profit."
May I ask, why has your family kept on to such a book?
My family has long been considered to be well-respected scholars in the field of documenting familial lineages. That is why we have kept this book for so long.
By the way, Who is this guy again?
Yep.
So what else was stolen? And I'm saying that in as matter-of-fact voice as I can say.
Nothing else was stolen.
Is he telling me the truth?
Roll me an insight score. Insight check.
Can I
Yeah.
also?
As far as you can tell, Tommy, he's being perfectly honest with you. Whoever said that, yes, you can. Juno, even though he's telling the truth, you get the impression that he's hiding something.
Man, the people in this town.
Is it possible that you haven't noticed everything that was stolen yet, since you just reported this today? Have you done a thorough look over everything to make sure nothing else was taken?
You roll me a persuasion check. He kind of looks down to the ground and says, "Despite my family's long-standing claim to nobility, they are not. They are of no actual relation to House Lamarck. In truth, the last surviving members of the Lamarck line died nearly 200 years ago. My great-great-grandfather made a couple of clever forgeries in the lords and lineages of Flan, which allowed my family to claim descent from the then dead Lamarck line. With no one to contest the claim, there was no doubt of its legitimacy. I am terrified of the prospect of the truth coming out. I would lose a lifestyle I have grown quite accustomed to."
I'm talking to the party right now and trying to keep this from him, but it seems like both people could be blackmailed so far by whoever stole these.
'Tis true.
Yeah,
Juno
absolutely.
is of noble background and is slightly angered at his falsehood.
He admits to you stealing or even destroying the book would definitely safeguard my secret, but I am dedicated to the duties of my position, and doing such a thing would be simply unconscionable.
I'm lawful neutral, so I can't suggest something that I want to.
Do you have any rivals that you think might be involved?
Or would want to blackmail you.
That's what lawful neutral Juno doesn't want a part of.
Is anybody Lord's Alliance?
Bah!
Nobody?
Those dang politicians.
Nope.
He looks at you and he says, "Please, return the book to me without revealing my secret to anyone."
Who would benefit the most from
I will.
knowing your secret?
I don't know anyone that would benefit from it. He says, "If you can return this book and not divulge my secret, I will double whatever Scribe Master Kasara is offering you as a reward."
Oh, she's offering 500 gold.
He begins to laugh at you. "If she had that much money, she wouldn't be a Scribe Master."
Damn, it was worth a shot.
She did offer 100 though, so we will. If we return your book and we keep your secret, it will cost you 200 gold.
Wow, this is stupid. But whatever.
What's stupid?
Just something I'm reading in the adventure. What it says here makes no sense, but usually a lot of Adventure League adventures make absolutely no sense.
What? He offers us up to 1,000 gold?
No, that's not what doesn't make any sense. Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what makes no sense. If the adventurers learn the truth about House Lamarck, Agent offers the group 50 gold to keep his family secret. But he just offered to pay you double the reward of the lady that's paying you to find the book.
Oh. I think it was 100 for each book, so it'd be like 33 or whatever. Or 100 for all the books. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Kasara offered us 100 for all the books, and then Aelin offered us 50 to start the investigation.
Yeah, still, she's offering you 100 and he's telling you he's going to double it. She didn't say she was going to give you, 33 for each book.
Right.
Which still 50 gold is not double of 33.
Math is hard.
So you guys have one more person to investigate.
Yeah, let's head over to Martin Foss.
I'm on board with that.
You guys make your way towards his estate in the Noble's Quarter. Shouts and the clamor of steel on steel are clearly audible even before the stout doors to the practice yard open. A middle-aged dwarf props one of the double doors open with the stump of an arm that has been amputated just above the elbow. Inside, a wide practice yard is surrounded by covered walkways set with chairs and tables. A number of people in various stages of exhaustion rest in the shade. The dwarf frowns as he bids you enter. Come about the book, I suppose.
Indeed, we have. What can you tell us?
This book contained personal memoirs of Vren Oblade, a personal hero to Martin Foss during his time in Flan. He has owned the book for nearly a decade. The book was the only thing stolen from his home. Most of the collection is archived in Manter's library, but the stolen volume has special personal meaning to the retired adventurer. He wants nothing more than it to be found safely, though he won't get his hopes up.
To start off our investigation, can you take us to where it was kept so we can look at the area?
Yes, I can. The book was simply stored on a bookshelf. No locks, no traps.
What about the estate itself? How secure is it?
As you ask that question, you notice a few guards walking back and forth along the palisade.
I asked the guards if they saw anything that night.
The guards, they answer, no, we haven't seen anything at all.
Is Martin available for us to discuss?
Yeah, actually I was reading that wrong. Martin is the dwarf.
Okay. So what is so special about this book to you?
He looks at you and goes, Ren was instrumental in defeating uh, Tyranthraxus, an entity who had possessed a bronze dragon and ruled over Flan. He participated in the defeat of Tyranthraxus, who subsequently fled into a pool of radiance located beneath Valjevo Keep. And I have always dreamt of dreamt of accomplishing something as great as that. That is why the book is so important to me. And guys, I'm gonna take 2 or 3 minutes to go grab me another water. I will be right back.
I'm gonna go AFK a sec too.
Alright, I'm back. I'm back, guys.
Onward.
Can we do an insight check on Martin to see if it seems like he's giving us the whole truth too? Doesn't seem like he has a whole lot to hide though.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me an insight check. With that, you get the you notice that as he's talking about Ren, you notice an intense jealous pride in his eyes. Actually, actually, with that insight check, you notice that he's clearly watching a young woman in the practice yard, and you can see an intense jealous pride in his stare as he's watching her.
I guess I'll look in that direction and ask about her.
Give me that.
Is that a chair talking? He says, that woman there, she's my daughter. And she's also my best student. I haven't seen anyone fight like her in years. Her mother died when she was young. And
Nice horrible Scottish accent.
Yeah. Blah blah blah. And this was the only way he knew how to raise her.
Well, she looks like a fighter if I've ever seen one.
She knows how to handle them swords.
Yep.
Can you think of anyone that would have been interested in the book?
No, I can't. I'm not good at accents. Don't make fun of my accent.
I'm gonna look around to see if I see any signs of the book being moved or someone sneaking around or anything else that might be missing.
You do a quick investigation of the area, very thorough, quick investigation. You don't really find anything.
What book was this one? The
Memoir of Ren.
Memoir of Kylo Ren?
Yep. It's all talking about how Darth Vader died and his parents didn't love him and wah wah wah.
Pretty much.
And the pool of radiance.
Oh,
Well, to the rest of the group, I'll say, doesn't seem like there's too much more we can find here. Perhaps we should head back to the library.
All right.
just trying to figure out what we can blackmail about here. I don't see anything obvious.
Not really, no.
Maybe he's Kylo Ren. Bum bum bum.
But yeah, I'm for going back to the library and checking the records to see who's accessed those records and things like that.
As you guys head out, as usual, Puddle Plaza is a hive of activity with hundreds of people milling about. As you round a corner, an elf steps from the mouth of a nearby alley and stops in the street in front of you. The welcomers send their regards and have information that you may find useful. Follow me, the elf says with a worried look before ducking back into the alley.
Could I have done like a perception check to like give him a once over?
Yeah. Who are the welcomers?
No, he was kind of quick in telling you to follow him. You do not know who the welcomers are.
Can I do a history on him?
Sure. Actually, are you a rogue?
I
I'm a
am.
cleric.
I am.
The rogues know that the welcomers are Flan's Guild of Thieves turned freedom fighters.
I'll follow cautiously.
Same. Also know that I think it's safe to follow them.
It's safe to follow a bunch of rogues.
You're following me.
A rain barrel appears in the alley.
Okay. And as the rain barrel appears, it also begins to slightly rain as the clouds come rolling in above head.
Rain hitting the rain barrel can be heard.
Looking down the alley that he's leading you, you can see it goes for about 100 feet or so before turning sharply to the right. Though yeah, he kind of continues and keeps walking down the alley, and then as he's walking down, he turns down that sharp right.
I'll sort of peer around the corner. Make sure it's just him still, or what does it look like?
Yeah, can I do like a perception check or anything?
I'm sending my owl to fly over, give a bird's eye view.
As you turn the corner in the alley, it opens into a cul-de-sac about 40 feet across. Saras stops in front of you and turns around, a wide grin on his face.
I fire my crossbow. kidding, sorry.
Almost as if on cue, two other people step out from behind piles of rubbish and crates, cutting off an easy escape.
Never fucking trust a rogue.
He says, "You had your nose where it doesn't belong. Time for us to bloody it." And let me set everything up really quick.
And roll initiative, I guess.
Yes.
We may have found our thieves, boys.
Paladin, do your... They have cake. Attack them.
Let's keep one of them alive to ask him.
Knock his ass unconscious.
The suspense is killing me.
Yeah, sorry. You guys can arrange yourselves however you want in that area.
People are coming in behind us?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Give me just 1 second.
Protect the cleric.
And we were in an alley, so I'm assuming those are to the side where it's green is buildings.
Yeah, I don't have a better map.
No worries.
Yeah, I don't know why there's two guards in here. Yeah. Yeah, you're a water barrel.
You have to tell me where the corner is.
Yep, right where you're at.
Is it just one long alleyway?
Yes.
Okay, so the arrows are the sides.
Yep.
Go with that.
No, because we walked into a cul-de-sac.
Well, yeah, it kind of pans
So it
out
would
at
have
the
opened
bottom.
up.
Yeah, the big circle is the diamond shape is kind of the cul-de-sac where you guys are standing. So we'll say what looks like grass is actually where the buildings are. Actually, these guys are not behind you. These guys are back here.
Oh, if only we were level 5 and had fireballs.
I don't think we would be able to play this adventure if we were level 5.
Alright, so, Filner, you're up.
Yeah, I'd like to. Is there anything I could get good cover with on the sides of the alley?
There's a rain barrel.
There is a rain barrel. Where'd everybody else go? Never mind.
But sort of down closer to where these guys are.
Yeah, Cake was a little hard to see for some reason.
By the by, we have two names. Which one is the elf that brought us in here?
The
And
T.
who is this S? Or is that just somebody else that was in the place?
That was somebody else that jumped out at you. You don't know who he is yet.
Okay.
So if I can't find a spot where I could hide.
Yeah, there honestly really isn't.
Okay.
That
I'd
much
like to
cover
try
there.
and find an area where I might be able to climb up onto like a second story or a roof later and move to there and then shoot.
Can't really find any spots to get a good foothold on the buildings either.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and take 2 shots at Soros then.
Yep.
So fire with my hand crossbow from here.
That will be a hit.
And then I'll use my bonus action to fire again.
Yep.
And then I'll just move back a little bit.
Ooh, excuse me, guys. Water barrel. A rain barrel.
Stepping out from behind the barrel. The loud booming voice seems much too loud to be coming from such a small frame. He invokes the, what do I call it? Marigold's middle mask of fiery doom, and this glowing white hot iron mask that is in his hand seems to flicker and almost teleport across the zone and clasp itself around the elf's head.
Okay, so what spell are you actually casting?
Phantasmal Force.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me find out what that does.
I craft an illusion that takes place in the mind of the creature that I can see. The target must make an intelligence saving throw. On a failed save, I create a phantasmal object, creature, or other visible phenomenon that is no larger than a 10-foot cube and is perceivable only to the target for the duration. The one in my hand was prestidigitation that was already up. Has no effect on undead or constructs. May include sound, temperature, and other stimuli evident only to the creature, which means nobody else actually sees what I just did. It can use its action to investigate the phantasm with an intelligence check. If the check succeeds, that's what the fail was, which I guess really shouldn't happen until its turn. It recognizes it's an illusion and the spell ends. While it's affected, it treats the phantasm as if it's real, rationalizing any illogical outcomes just as it is. So convinced that it can even take damage. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah blah.
Yep.
And then I step back behind the rain barrel and then actually into the rain barrel.
Okay. This first guard is gonna run up to Cake and take a swing at Cake with his spear. And he's gonna miss. This guard's gonna dash all the way up to you, Filner, and wait for his next turn to do something. This actually, as you notice the guard running up to you, you notice they're both actually halflings, and this one that steps further around Soras is actually a halfling as well. And he's gonna take aim at Filner or Flilnor.
Do I get partial cover since he's shooting through the other guard?
Yeah, you'll get a -2. And he misses.
Lucky.
Tommy, it's your turn.
Get a sneak attack against guard 2 or guard 1, right? Because they're adjacent.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack because I think Cake is a beast and can take the damage for a little while. So I'm gonna shoot him with my short bow.
Okay.
Never mind. Oop, and then I'm gonna move up here, and as my cunning action, hide.
You're gonna hide behind Juno.
A
Yes.
dwarf?
I'm a halfling.
Yeah, halfling can hide behind a dwarf.
Really? Ah,
He's half the size of the dwarf.
that's true.
Go ahead and roll that his stealth.
Yeah.
But you think you're stealthy.
Yes, I do.
You sure do. Go ahead, Cake.
Alright, Cake's already in a bad mood since one guard already ignored him. But he's going to run up in between these two guys. As his bonus action, he is going to cast Shield of Faith on himself because he's an asshole. And then he will not attack these two guys in front of him. He will actually instead channel his divinity. But he does it to 10 feet away and try to ensnare her. Which he succeeds. But and that's going to be his turn.
Juno.
So ensnare basically can't move, or do I get an advantage on attacks?
She passed it.
She succeeded.
Oh, okay.
However, the one labeled T is essentially blind at the moment.
So you would have advantage on T.
Alright, well, I'm going to take out my crossbow and attack T.
Yep. One more time.
That's what you get for trying to miss the paladin. You could have just shot right through the paladin.
And then I'm going to hide behind, Tommy.
Good luck with that. Actually, aren't you in heavy armor? Wouldn't that be with disadvantage?
I don't think it matters at this point.
Are you in heavy armor?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, for some reason, Fantasy Grounds doesn't really code the wearing of armor all too well.
Yeah, Norm is just... I built her in such a rash, quick fashion. I forgot about that.
If you have armor that imposes a stealth disadvantage, you can go to the main tab, click on the magnifying glass next to your AC.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I just forgot it. I literally built Juno in 2 minutes.
All good. Just trying to help.
Is there an easy way for you to see the distance from a token to a specific square on the map?
No.
Right click, pointers, draw arrow.
Yep. Just out of curiosity, He gets to make another save to investigate whatever is on his face.
The target can use its action to examine with an investigation check.
Yeah, he's gonna do that.
Well, right now he's clawing at it, going screaming. He's feeling the burn.
Imaginary burn.
And fails.
Oh, it's real to him.
Yep. Lenore,
Does he
your turn.
take damage on his turn?
He gets
Yeah.
damage on my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll use my cunning action to disengage as a bonus action.
Sure.
And then I'm going to move across the alley and up just a tad. And then I'll take a shot at T, I guess with -2 but advantage.
You have 2 targets. There you go.
And then I get to do my sneak attack.
That +1.
Kratos.
The mask sears its way deeper into his skull. Meanwhile, yeah. Those two, if they have 26 hit points combined or less, they fall asleep.
Saras falls asleep. The other one stays awake.
Well, okay then. And I will let the mask fade off of Saras.
Looks like we got our captive.
Guard 1 swings at you, Cake. And misses.
I think Cake made it, so the only way that they could connect is if they critted.
Yep, pretty much.
And I swear I did not do this on purpose. I want this guy to be a really shitty character. I swear.
Second guard runs over to Filner and gets a hit. This guy seeing the elf fall asleep walks over and nudges him with his foot. Hey, wake up! It's not time to be sleeping yet. And the elf wakes up a little groggily and grumpy. But he is prone since he fell on the floor. Tommy.
I'm gonna need some help here, guys. I yell out.
Okay. Well, I'm going after guard 2 then.
You're trying to hide behind a dwarf where you were, now the dwarf is trying to hide behind you.
So I'm gonna shoot guard 2 with my bow.
Yep. Yeah, he raises up his shield and blocks your arrow. Cake, it is your turn.
Noxor is unconscious.
Or actually,
He's down. Take him.
You're gonna try to hide, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm gonna move behind the rain barrel this time.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a perception check just to see if I'd be able to hear my teammate yelling for help.
That was performance.
That was definitely also performance, but it's the same either way, I think.
Knock
Yeah,
him out!
Oh, it's a +1. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't hear shit. I'm sorry.
You think you're hiding?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take the blunt end of my spear, and try to ram it into the guy on the ground's head. He's prone, right?
Yeah.
Advantage.
I didn't give you advantage.
No, you did.
Why
You
was
also
there
had
disadvantage is the question.
Yeah, it hit anyways. But it was just yeah, use the butt end of my spear to go knock him on the ground while I'm trying to knock him out.
Okay.
So non-lethal.
And yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
Okay.
Kira's gonna charge guard number 2 and smack him with it, her warhammer.
A hit, a palpable hit.
Oh shit, wrong one.
And then hides behind Flinor.
You know you can't actually hide behind people.
Yep, I'm hiding. I'm a dwarf, I can hide behind anyone.
Alright, I will take a shot at guard number 1. And I'll use my bonus action to take a second shot.
Okay. You get a sneak attack if you hit.
Yep. Alright, so sneak attack. It's a lot of ones. And I'm gonna go ahead and move back behind Juno.
With a splash of water droplets, suddenly fire spits out of the rain barrel. I'm not sure how, but it does. Searing the kicker. Because how dare you kick sleeping people? How wrong is that?
And this guard tries to keep stabbing at Cake. And misses. This one uses cunning action to disengage and move away. And he's gonna take a shot at Juno.
What? Why me? I was hiding behind someone.
And misses.
Hiding works.
Tommy, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna remember to use my familiar this time, and I'll send my owl over to help out Linner on his next attack. And then I'm gonna sneak to about here, and attack Folta or whatever S is with my short bow.
Okay.
Do I have advantage on this? Well,
Nope. S sees you
doesn't-
coming.
And yeah, that's it.
Okay. Cake.
Alright, well, Cake doesn't like when people run away from him, because he needs these people to get money, and money equals pastries and sweets. So he's going to, he's going to run away, so he'll get attacked. And he's going to try to grapple, the S lady.
You got him.
And that's all Cake can do besides yell at her and lecture her on how it's not nice to run away.
Juno's gonna run 25 feet towards Fulta and shoot a crossbow.
Okay.
And that's all.
Flanor.
Yep, I'm gonna move up. It's about there. And then I'm gonna take a shot at guard 2, and I have help from the owl, so I should have advantage.
Okay.
And I will take a second shot. At S.
Okay.
And I should get sneak attack on that one.
Yep.
And that's it.
Trying to hit both Guard and Fulta.
Put them both to sleep.
Then I will emerge from my rain barrel of safety and see if I can staunch the bleeding on guard number 1, or whoever the guard was that we knocked out or killed or whatever.
Will we knock guard number 2? No, the F. Fulta or Swords
Yes.
or whatever it was.
But there was a guard here that we killed, and so I'm trying to see if he's salvageable.
You staunch the bleeding, but he's going to be unconscious for the next 2 hours.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I just didn't want to kill him.
I want to truss everybody up in the rope.
Okay.
And gather my arrows.
And you get half of your arrows back.
Do we check them for arrows?
They have nothing of value.
Any weapons?
This is Adventures League. You cannot steal NPCs' weapons or ammo.
I'm going to tie these guys up.
Somebody already beat you to that.
Oh, that's true. We're going to tie them up again.
But we don't find anything else other than...
Take off the armor, take off all their weapons and equipment, and search them.
Yep, leave them in the nude, all tied up together.
No, you don't find anything. Actually, what you do find is Soras had a pouch containing 25 gold. The halfling Fulta had another pouch containing another 15 gold, and each of the guards had a pouch containing 5 gold each. And Fulta also had among her pouch a potion of healing.
I think it's time we wake one of these people up and figure out.
Interrogate.
Separate them so they can't hear each other's responses.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Just wake one of them up at a time.
But it only lasts a minute. By the time we're done stripping and binding and searching, they're already awake.
Well, you can always, we strip them, just stuff, some cloth in their mouth.
Yeah,
AKA,
but still
put a
make
gag
it
in
so
them.
they can't hear
We
each
can
other.
bonk them on the head a
when
few
you ask
times.
one.
Yeah, just bop them out again.
Yeah.
Why don't we start with Folta? This one looks like it might know more.
She says, "Look, this was just a job. I was hired by a man in a black half mask who had smudges of blue ink on their hands. I don't know anything. I was just hired to capture you."
About how tall was that man that hired you?
20 feet tall.
Were you paid in advance?
No, of course not.
Where are you going to meet this guy?
He was going to find us.
Where were
God,
you
you're
supposed
so
to take
trusting,
us?
aren't you?
I'd like to go back to the 20 feet tall. That doesn't sound very true. If he was wearing a half mask with smudges of blue ink, I think you'll remember a little closer to how tall he was.
She doesn't remember how tall he was. She looks at you and she says, "What, does it look like I have a measuring rope to find out how tall people are when they come up to me?"
Just like a rough estimate. Human height, halfling height.
He was just a man in a black mask.
Any other distinguishing characteristics besides blue ink on his fingers?
I did say he was a man in a black half mask.
Well, where were you supposed to keep us, and where he was supposed to meet you?
She says, "We were just supposed to help. We were just supposed to capture you and let that half elf take you."
Okay. I mentioned everyone was like, well, should we knock her back out again so we could talk to the half
Yeah,
elf?
knock her out.
Alright, I'm gonna knock her out.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna wake up the half elf.
As you unnudge him, he doesn't wake up.
I lay on hands him a little bit.
1 HP.
Yeah.
He wakes up.
And we asked him pretty much all the same questions, where he was supposed to take us and all those types of cool things.
And the only answer you get from him is, "I'm not answering any questions."
I start tickling him. Because that's not torture.
He doesn't seem ticklish.
Can I see it? Can I roll inside to see if that's true?
Sure.
Do we know who the welcomers are?
You know damn well he's not ticklish. Yeah, the welcomers are a group of thieves that turned freedom fighters.
I asked him, I was like, well, if you don't tell us, I can't really torture you, but I can definitely humiliate you if you really want.
He looks at you and says, "Do your worst."
Alright, I'm gonna strip his clothes off. I'm gonna tie him up, and as long as no one else has any problems, I'm gonna parade him around town. Make him crawl.
That's probably going to get us thrown in jail.
You see all the women around town staring at his dong and drool coming out of their mouth.
That's probably not
What the fuck?
civil behavior.
No, actually, you're not gonna do that.
No, I can't do that.
Or
It's supposed
if
to be
any of us have
kid-friendly here.
inroads into welcomers, somebody can talk to the welcomers and figure out why they took out the hit on us.
Or we just go murder hobo on him.
No,
if this
don't
guy is
murder
a welcomer
Hobo.
at all.
Yeah, he's not giving you any answers. Sure. Let me throw him back in the combat tracker. I seriously hate when they have NPCs and encounters, but they don't have them in the NPC sheet.
Well, ask him
Isn't
if
this a
there's...
season 1 adventure?
Yep.
That's why. It was their first time.
What does he have to do? A wisdom save?
Yeah, wisdom save.
What's your DC?
40.
Yeah. No,
Not much. 11.
you fail. He's a half elf. He has advantage on saves against charm.
Ask him if there's any way we can convince him to tell us these things. Like, we might even pay him.
You get no answer.
Who's the most charismatic person in the group?
Why did the welcomers take out a hit on us?
He starts laughing at you.
We could always just, you know.
I have a feeling these four weren't actually with the welcomers.
So, anyone chaotic neutral?
Do we know that?
Nope, you guys don't know it.
I mean, my guy's chaotic neutral, but he's usually a good guy until he really gets ticked off.
Hey, Cake. That's you, Cake, right?
Yep.
Go start breaking fingers.
Nope.
No.
Cake ain't gonna do it because he didn't hurt Cake.
Besides
Cake has a very
which,
strong
no.
policy on if you don't hurt me, I don't hurt you.
He hurt your friends.
Oh, did he specifically hurt one of our friends?
Yes.
No. Somebody's. Let's turn him over either to the guards, the Black Fists, or if he's
Elena-
not a welcomer, then
Yeah,
turn
we
him
were
over to
supposed
the
to-
welcomers.
We were supposed to check in with the Ellen Brawl, or whatever her name was. Anyway, so maybe we could take them over there.
Remember you guys did see somebody with blue ink on them.
Yeah.
Cassera.
Is she the library lady?
Yep.
Yeah, well,
Man.
we can go to the library after we turn these
called
guys over to whoever.
Okay, yeah, we should probably
that
do
sounds
that.
good to me.
Yeah.
And
So-
I mean, if she had blue ink, it's possible that the other guy might have blue ink too. The head curator, if he's doing similar stuff.
She's actually a he. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, let's go turn these guys in.
Yep, you go turn those guys in and make your way over to the library again to talk to Kasara Brandywine.
I really wish I hadn't wasted my charm first.
Kasara frowns and rubs her chin thoughtfully, leaving a blue smudge. As you guys
I'd like to search around for any hints of a mask.
as you guys reveal all the information to her. If the thief had access to this ink,
Yeah, insight check on that.
yeah, if the thief had access to this ink, he doesn't just sound like. It doesn't just sound like we're dealing with a thief. It sounds like we're dealing with a rat. Go ahead and roll insight.
Oh.
As far as you can tell, she's telling the truth.
Alright, again,
I
Oh.
I'm-
don't really think she's a man in a half mask.
Kratos, as far as you can tell, telling the truth.
And I wanted to search for a mask while we're in there.
I'm gonna stick my hand on her shoulder firmly and ask her if there's any other people who get their hands on this ink that she's using, or if there's anyone else who does use it.
She says, perhaps we should speak to the head curator, Master Opinel.
That's a good idea.
I do warn you, he is an exceptionally busy man. Filner, you can't find anything.
Okay. Yeah, I figured. With my one.
As far as you're concerned, you're just walking around with your hand over your eyes.
Yeah.
As you guys make your way up to the head curator's office, the smell of paper, glue, and ink fills your nose as the door to the master librarian's office opens. Before you stands a man that appears to be as dusty and worn as the books and scrolls that are stacked neatly around his office.
I ask him why he stole the books.
The head curator?
We'll look at
Yep.
tips first to see if they're covered in blue ink.
Give me 1 second. As you guys come in, you notice somebody kind of try to rush you off and say, excuse me, you don't have an appointment to see Master Oppenroll? You must leave immediately.
Is this guy wearing a half mask with blue paint on his fingers?
Nope.
Blue ink?
Nope.
And I think I'll probably just ignore him and keep walking.
The headmaster is ignoring you as you have no appointment to speak to him. He's continuing with the work he's been doing.
Kasara, could you speak to him and mention how critical it is that we discuss things now?
She says, oh, he won't speak to anybody that doesn't have an appointment.
Where's the appointment book?
There is no appointment book.
How do you know that we don't have an appointment?
Oh, he would know.
I ask him for an appointment.
You can't ask him because he doesn't speak to those without appointments.
While he's ignoring us, I'd like to investigate and search around his office for any clues like the mask, or any of the missing books, or the scroll.
Same.
As you start trying to force your way into the office, the gentleman that was blocking you says, you must leave at once or I'll call the guards and have you arrested.
Dude, what's your problem? We've been hired by the library to find your stolen books?
But you don't
You guys don't
have
care
an
about
appointment.
stolen books? Fine. Who do we talk to get an appointment?
How about you guys, all of you, or one of you, roll me a persuasion check to try and see if you can convince this guy to actually let you through.
I got +1.
I cast guidance on whoever.
I'm talking, I guess I'll do it.
Roll die 4.
You're
3.
able to finally get him to pay attention to you, and he says, "Well, you don't have an appointment." The curator says, steeping his fingers, "But I may be able to spare a moment."
Well, it's your books that are missing. Of course, I guess you don't care about books that have been stolen.
What do you guys want to ask him?
Can we ask him about this blue ink?
What about the blowing?
We have information. We have people that were hired by a guy in a mask that had blue ink, just like that secretary person out there who hired us to find the missing books. Where's this ink from? Because somebody with that ink on them stole your books. Don don don.
He looks at you and says, "Blue ink is of this type. Only people that work in the library have access to it. You know,
Inside job.
Ellison is a scribe who has only been employed at the library for 4 months, but he is otherwise proven to be a reliable hire."
What made him come to your mind?
He's only been working here for the past 4 months.
I'm gonna try and get a read on this guy and see if he's
Well, can
Telling
we
the
talk to
truth.
him?
hiding something.
I'll
Sure.
roll me an insight.
Guidance.
He's not hiding anything.
Yeah.
So are we in the office and we could search around a little bit now, or at least make a perception check to see if we see anything that looks suspicious?
I can tell you, as you're looking around the office, there really isn't anything suspicious in the office.
Curator, sir curator, could you have us? Could you help us to talk? Could you arrange for us to talk to the scribes so we can figure out which of them are dastardly rats and which of them are innocent supporters of the Grand Library?
He basically says, the only other 2 scribes in the library are missing. Garda Greenleaf and Ellison Berniger are missing. Their absence has thrown the day's shifts into disarray. That is why I am busy trying to rearrange schedules to ensure that the library continues to run smoothly.
Can we see where they worked, maybe?
Yes, you can.
How long have they been missing?
They have been missing for 4 months.
4 months?
Actually, no, I'm sorry, not 4 months. Doesn't
You
really
would
say.
think-
They've been missing for a while.
I was like, 4 months, you would think you would be able to work out a schedule by then.
Yeah.
Because he's only been employed for 4 months.
Hey, actually, they've been missing for a couple of days.
He's not a very good manager.
Evidently not.
Well, if he has nothing else to tell us, then maybe we can go and look at where they were working and.
You keep a record of who pulled information on books?
Only the scribes are the ones that hold information on the books.
This is a library. Do we know who it holds records of who checks out who, correct?
That's not how libraries worked back in the day.
But as far as access to the library records go, it would only be yourself, Kasara, Ellison and Garner Dayleaf.
Correct.
One of you must be the thief.
So let's go check out like where he lived and where he worked.
Why don't we just go talk to this Ellison? Where's he gone to?
Because he's missing.
Ah.
You guys go to find out to check Ellison and the other guy's workspace. Down hallways and staircases and through passageways and storage rooms. Kasara moves with definite purpose, descends staircase after staircase with a lamp held over her head. Finally, the scribe stops at a door and pushes it open, the smell of stagnant air and ancient dust filling the stairway inside. Inside, she says.
What about in the inside?
Ladies first. But whatever. Yeah, I'll walk in.
Yeah, I'll hold back. Is she going in?
Yep. Give me 1 second.
I cast resistance to knowledge. Kidding.
I'm sorry, that doesn't happen.
What doesn't happen?
You going down hallways and such.
Oh.
Wine.
Wow, the fuck is wrong with this adventure?
It's old.
It's
Digitally rated.
it's expecting you to have Martin Foss's book at about this point in the game, but yet nothing you've done leads you to have his book.
Oh, you mean this book? As I pull Martin's book out of the backpack of mine.
Yeah, there's a sound of the street.
Yeah, it's weird as shit. Just, if you guys need to go take a break, give me a second while I try to read through this again to find out if you guys magically find the book somewhere else.
Isn't Martin the dwarf?
The memoirs of Ren on the who had the daughter.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't have the damn book. This makes no sense.
Kevin, do you see what I put in chat?
Yeah, if you can give me help with it, it would be greatly appreciated. Okay. And you know what it is? It seems like my PDF that I printed out seems to be missing an entire section where it says everything that you just told me, or well, most of what you just told me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So where does yours pick up?
It it picks up where she leads you to the room, and then after that it says, if you guys have the book, this happens. If you don't have the book, this happens.
Yeah, I could open my copy. I don't have it open. Do you want me to?
Yes, please. All right, so I'm just gonna go with what you're telling me. You guys make it down the hallway and towards the archives. Again, she leads you inside, and as she shines the light, you see a dead body laying on the floor.
I look over at the librarian lady, and do I see any shock on her face?
Yeah, you do.
Who is that? Kasara, do you recognize him?
Um, she says yes. That is Uh, actually,
Gerda? Ellison?
actually, go ahead and give me an investigation check. I'm sorry, some of these things get super confusing, and then no matter, and I honestly didn't get a chance to read over this that much today because of work.
No worries.
Juno, you're able to lead the party through the archives, uh, pretty easily, and your search has led you to a small room tucked away in a distant corner of the vast archives. Despite the room's size, it is no less cramped than the rest of the archives, packed tightly with shelves that are packed near to bursting with books, scrolls, and other works. Rounding a shelf on the far side of the room, you see a small reading table, the dark shape of a body slumped over it. God, save us! Kasara gasps as she runs into a corner and retches violently.
Can I check the body?
Yes. As you check the body is that of a middle-aged male human wearing a plain set of gray homespun robes. His left hand loosely holds a quill, the tip stained with bright blue ink. Thin rivulets of dark blood run from his ears, standing in stark contrast to the pale flesh of his lifeless face. Books are scattered everywhere. Kasara lets you know that is the body of Garda Greenleaf.
Well, I think we know she won't be showing up to work anytime soon.
Do you know, as you're checking the body, you reveal that Garda died from a single blow to his head.
Oh, Garda's a boy?
Yep.
Oh, I thought it was a chick.
You also know that he was killed approximately less than 2 hours ago.
The killer was recently here. As I put on sunglasses. When you hear the CSI, music go in the background.
It seems to be swirling towards Ellison. We didn't notice any... Do we notice any sign of a struggle or anything in the room?
You notice a leather thong on his belt has been cut.
Whoa. Leather thong?
Yes, a leather thong. Kasara has a similar device on her belt that carries a ring of keys.
What would those keys be used for? I knew that was
For that,
Sorry. What's on the table?
alright, thanks, Critter. You asked Kasara what the keys were. As you ask her about the key ring, a concerned look crosses her face. On the table, 3 books are still on the desk. However, 2 small books bound in red leather and a larger white book, the white tome, and one of the 2 red books lay open on the table beside the body. There's also a large gilded scroll parchment on the floor.
Can I look at these books? What's the title of these books?
Which books are you looking at?
I'll look at the red books.
The 2 small red books. These books comprise the collected memoirs of Ren O' the Blade. Most of them are on the ground at the foot of the table wall. A few still remain on the shelves. 2 of the books on the table beside Garda's body. One of them is the book stolen from Martin Foss.
Alright, well, if this guy went through the trouble of stealing them, why would he leave? Can I do like an inspection on these books?
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
Maybe he read them and found what he wanted.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Anybody else want to try?
Sure.
I'll read over the books.
Wizard.
There you go. Crater, as you're flipping through the books and kind of examining them, you notice a few pages from the book. You notice that a few pages have been excised from the book using what must have been a very sharp knife.
I gasp and point out this sacrilege to the others.
How dare
Somebody's
they?
been murdering books. Censorship. Censorship, I tell you.
Anybody
Government.
anybody anybody proficient with Arcana, go ahead and give me an Arcana check as you're checking out the scroll on the floor. Crater again. Use those crits. As you're checking out the scroll on the floor, you could tell it was formerly a spell of detect magic, but is no longer usable.
What a bastard.
Can I start casting detect magic as a ritual?
Sure. Anybody want to do something else while he's doing that?
Yeah, I'll ask Kasara if this was one of her stolen scrolls.
No, it wasn't. The scrolls weren't stolen from the library. They were stolen from the mage with the monkey we talked to first.
Is the treatise on the weave around?
Oh, you're right.
And or the words and lineages of Swan?
Yeah, the large white book is the weave, a particular observation of impractical occurrences. It was the
I
book that was
suggest we
stolen from
pick
him.
up these books because this is money to us.
Yeah.
And as you're checking that book, go ahead and roll me an investigation check. This time with advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna look in the other book as well. Jeez, my lord.
I look to see if there's missing pages.
Crater, you find the same thing as you found in the other one. You find missing pages, and this one looks like they've been cut out with a very sharp knife. Grata, Kasara explains the keys to you. Grata had keys to the archive, Kasara says, wiping her mouth with her sleeve. It looks like our killer now has access to things within the library that he shouldn't.
I think it's time for us to go to the archive, then.
I think it's time for me to pick up the white book and pick up the red book and turn to him to Kasara and say, "Yo, us money."
Did my detect magic finish?
Yeah.
What do I see?
A normal room.
Sweet.
And the Lords and Lineages book is definitely not here, correct?
Nope.
Well,
go ahead and everybody give me another investigation check as you're kind of still checking over the books.
is there some place to leave this room? Oh, and can we track where this guy went?
Flinor and Tommy, you both noticed that that the missing pages had a common subject.
What can we deduce about the subject?
Yeah.
Nothing, because the pages are missing.
You look in the index,
Yeah.
and then cross-reference.
The table of contents.
Yeah, it looks like those pages were in reference to something called the Pool of Radiance. Or Pool of Radiance.
Alright, well, we know the pool is below the keep. Maybe the
And
as killer's trying to find it.
as you guys are sitting there examining the books, an ear-splitting and ground-shaking noise shatters the silence of the archives, and the sound of collapsing brick mortar and bookshelves fills the wake as it fades away. All around you, shelves and books begin to fall. One of a few bookshelves near you guys that seem to have been previously balanced begin to collapse. I need everybody to give me a Dex saving throw as you begin to try and get the hell out.
Okay, we have the books with us though.
Yes.
Woohoo, I finally rolled above 10.
Cerato throws up a brace, but it's an illusionary brace, and it doesn't stop the shelves from collapsing on him.
Those of you that got less than a 10 take... Actually, I rolled a 5 before that. You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Ugh, this level 1 cleric is, hurt kind of bad now. Whoa.
Yeah,
Hello,
I'm
Matt.
pretty hurt as well.
Jesus, Rogue.
You guys begin to run and you end up in another room. This huge room is littered with the ruined remains of bookshelves, desks, and other furniture. The middle of the room is barren, but is blackened with soot of centuries-old flames, and charred bones are strewn about. A huge hole appears to have been blasted into the far wall. The ground is littered with bricks and debris.
Flinor, how do you only have 13 HP if you're a rogue?
I'm level 2.
Oh, yeah, 10 constitution.
I have 14 constitution.
Oh,
So
you
it's-
didn't add your constitution bonuses then.
Oh, yeah.
Rogue is a D8 in this edition, right?
Yeah, so I had 10, and then I got 5 plus 2, so I should have 2 more. My
Should have 17 total.
Yeah, my max should be 17. So 4 more.
So you have 8 HP.
Yep.
Fine. Can I cast Cure Wounds on the rogue?
Sure.
Thank you.
Flinor. There you go.
Nice. So is it still burning around this hole, or does it look like a way out?
Give me 1 second. I hate that it's really hard to find a map online that the grids actually line up to the grids on Fantasy Grounds. But whatever. As you guys are sitting there looking at the hole in the wall,
Can I do like a perception for this area?
you notice 4 shadows come to life and begin to head your way.
4? Oh, fuck.
Oh, actually, you notice specters heading your way.
Juno feels like she's gonna die as a level 1 fighting for specters. Although she doesn't know what a specter is.
Yeah,
It's,
what do I know about
It's
Spectre?
actually 3.
Anybody know what the hell these things are?
Have you
Yeah,
ever
can we do it?
encountered them?
Undead. You can tell because their feet ain't touching the ground and you can see through them. Even if they're black.
Yeah, are
And
my
whiskey.
arrows gonna work on them is the question.
Why to try?
Go ahead and roll initiative.
I don't see a map. I just see loading with icons.
Okay, give it a second.
So the keep that was reported to have the pool of radiance, is that near the library or is it far away?
That's the palace in Flan.
And it's a little ways from the library, I take it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still loading for you guys?
It loaded.
It just loaded. And those are pillars?
Yes.
I don't think we can move ourselves.
Think you can.
No, it doesn't make sense for us to move. We were walking wherever we were placed when shit happened.
Oh, that's what you meant.
For some reason, mine still hasn't loaded.
I think it goes one at a time.
There we go.
Tommy's first.
Okay, if I use my owl to help myself, it should give me advantage. Can I use a sneak attack?
Yes, anytime you have advantage, you have a sneak attack.
Okay, well, go ahead.
But if you have disadvantage, you have no sneak attack, even if there is somebody nearby.
Okay. I'm gonna move back here, I think. Hold on. Yeah, I'll move back there and use my owl to help me.
Okay.
And shoot it with my bow.
Which one are you shooting?
Spectre 3.
Okay.
I forgot to give myself advantage. But,
Yeah, roll again to see if you crit.
Fuck this shit on.
Yeah, you did too much damage.
yeah, so, oh, I think it double applied?
Yeah, you applied it twice.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, let's
Ignore that.
Yeah, no, just don't ignore it.
Take
So
off 7 damage.
Yep. That works too.
Yeah, no, ignore it.
No, not quite.
2d6 for sneak attack, right?
Yeah, it's
Your dice are correct, but your damage type should be lowercase piercing.
Ah. So you do roll that?
Nope.
Takes 20 damage.
Took 17.
Except they have damage resistance, non-magical shit.
You don't know that.
As a DM, I do.
But your character's not a DM, so
No, I know that.
Yeah, that's hilarious. It didn't apply the resistance.
Because piercing capital is not something that Fantasy Grounds understands, and so it was untyped damage as opposed to piercing damage. At least that's what I believe.
Yep.
Oops, I didn't bring a non-piercing weapon.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure since it's a specter, it's all physical forms it gets resistance.
This specter flies through the wall and ends up behind you, Tommy.
Oh, I thought, yeah. Okay.
And it reaches into your back with its hand, and you feel the cold burning in your chest.
This DM is trying to kill us.
Ouch.
Oh, that damage is permanent.
Until long rest.
Yep. You now have 12 less max HP.
I'm in trouble.
This specter comes floating over to you, Cake, kind of staring at your holy symbol, and it tries to plunge its hand deep into your chest.
Cake, you brought us up to a strong
And
point.
misses.
You better do shit.
Oh, Cake's gonna run away now.
You can take them.
I'm a level 1 cleric that
No,
has
no.
one spell slot.
Cake is the one among us who can probably do this.
Spectre 3 also tries the same thing. And misses. How the fuck did that miss?
No, that should hit.
Oh yeah, you still have
I
your
think to
shield
get taken
thing.
off yet.
You can feel this one's hand clutching at your heart, and you feel a necrotic energy pass into you, but you're able to shake it off with your strong constitution there. Flanor, your turn.
Be a
So
great
if
time to smite.
If I move to the backside of Spectre 3, so it's flanking, I'll have advantage, right?
I don't do flanking,
Okay.
so no, you'd have just a regular attack.
Yeah.
But I'm next to it, right? So he still has advantage, right?
Yeah, I was just
He gets
thinking
sneak attack, not
I'll
advantage.
still get sneak attack,
sneak
but I
attack.
won't get advantage. Alright, I'll go ahead
If
and
you
take a
moved
shot.
there, hid, and then took a pot shot,
Yeah,
you
but
would
I'd
have advantage.
But I'd be in. He'd have cover from the pillar. The pillar would be between me.
You'd
You
still.
could move there and then basically lean out and take a pot shot.
Alright, I'll try that. And then I'll try and hide.
Roll that stealth check. You're good. You have advantage.
Alright, so that was my bonus action. So I'll lean out and shoot with my hand crossbow.
Yep.
Forgot to give it advantage. So it marked 2 hits, but I can still just do 1 attack, right?
Yeah. Go ahead and hit the sneak attack button.
Yeah. It needs the lowercase b on whoever attacked before.
Yep.
Tommy.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Juno, you're next.
Juno's gonna Sacred Flame Spectre number 3.
Okay. Succeeds.
Juno will attempt to hide behind Cerrito.
Yeah, you think I'm staying here?
Cerrado, your turn.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm not enjoying any of this.
Bro, you're my cover.
Yeah, right. You're bigger than I am.
I'm a derf.
Cake, your turn.
Alright, Cake yells out to the rest of these guys to don't worry about the two in front of me. Just try to focus that one guy so he doesn't go around and kill everybody. I'm gonna swing to this one guy though. The hurt one.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna cast my shield on myself.
Okay.
You didn't smite.
Nah.
Tommy.
You're about it. You need to burn these shits down.
Cunning action to disengage.
Yep.
And then move over here. And hide.
Okay, that's your action.
Yeah, well, I've got 6 hit points left, so.
You could double move.
Roll that self check. None of the specters seem to have noticed where you went.
And I'm gonna put my owl on Flinner to help him.
Okay.
Actually, I lied. Can I send him to Cerrado?
Sure.
Yeah.
Which target are you aiding me in attacking?
Do I have to specify? I can't just say it helped you.
No, you specified the target.
Vector 1.
Okay.
Spectre 1 flies over to Juno. And sticks its hand through. Oh god.
You know you just killed me outright, right?
Yeah. Actually, you could always succeed that save. You're good. You're just unconscious. Oh no, oh shit.
No, it's instant death.
Hey, is this a poison? Necrotic?
No, it's magic. Wait, how's that insta death? You have a max of.
But he was wounded already.
I thought it was still always double your max, not double what you had left.
It's if the damage takes you to negative max, then you're dead.
Oh.
But really, if specters take you to 0, you are dead.
Yeah, that's if you fail your whatchamacallit.
If you fail the con save, it's the target dies instantly.
Yeah.
Well, we got the books back at this point. We could just.
We have 2 books back.
2 out of 3 is pretty good. We gotta get out of this situation.
We have to survive this shit, is what we need to do.
Because the DM thought a level 1 could survive.
So the
Spectre.
level 1's just running with level 4s and 3s. And it hurts. And they got lucky.
2 attacks, Cake. Missing. As does 3. And misses.
Alright, I will take a shot at 3 with my crossbow.
Yep.
And I think I'll take a bonus shot as well. And then I'm going to move back a bit. And as I'm moving, I'm going to sheath my crossbow.
Yep.
I think I can get all the way to there.
Yeah, this isn't like Barovia, where if you outright die, the dark powers bring you back.
Alright, Cake's gonna hide
And
behind
my
it.
owl will give advantage to Cake to hit Spectre 3.
Alright. Well, he's gonna do all legionary style, hide behind his spear and stab. He's gonna go stab and Spectre 3.
Yep.
So you have advantage.
No smite?
Oh, yeah, I meant to burn my last pulse on that, I'm sorry.
So this one's almost dead, but...
How many spells? Oh, I have 3. Oh, never mind. No, I will not burn a smite on this one, because I only have 1 slot left. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Tommy.
Okay.
And I yell out, run.
Yeah, jeez. I'm gonna put my owl on. Well, you seem to even be resisting the fire.
Kill Spectre 3.
Yeah, well, that's my plan. I guess I'll give myself advantage on Spectre 3.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna step up. And shoot it with my bow. And then, can I still move and then hide again? Or I've already used my move.
No, you can still move.
Coming back over here and hiding.
You move 1 more down if you'd like. Juno, you know what I'm gonna do for you? Because I think this is a dickish move that they do where they say you don't get any experience. I'm gonna let the party somehow magically take you to faction charity, and you come back.
Okay.
But you still get rewards and shit, because, yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
If we survive this fight,
Yeah.
and this isn't a TP cat.
Yeah, you're doing a pretty good job. The Spectres don't know where you ran off to, Tommy.
Wahoo.
Cake, this other specter comes up behind you and tries to punch you in the chest. You've got to be fucking shitting me.
Damn. Ha ha.
Shit.
We have
I'm still alive.
bad things happening to us.
You're good.
I suggest
Holy shit.
the next time you hit, you smite.
I'm planning on just like trying to just heal and tank this while you guys shoot him down.
You're the only one with magic weapons, with the ability to do pretty decent damage to them. The specter just decides to,
It attacks.
yeah,
Death is
Misses.
a possibility.
Flanor.
And I'm gonna move up and around this top pillar and hide.
Yep. Roll that stuff check. You're using your bonus action to hide.
Yeah, my cunning action.
You think you're hidden.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna pull out my short bow and shoot
Yeah.
at Spectre 2.
Go ahead and roll it with advantage. And make sure you add the sneak attack to that.
So I hit. And I'm done.
I can't believe I killed that guy.
Is
I
your
feel
sneak attack
so
only
bad.
1d6 or is it 2d6?
It's 1d6 because I'm level 2.
Okay.
Am I saying your name right when I say Credo? How
No, but that's okay.
do you say it?
Here, I'll give you the actual full name.
Okay. Cake, you're up.
Alright. Cake is gonna slap himself in the face a few times by laying hands on himself. I'm gonna subtract 1 from that because I healed that one guy earlier. And that's all I can do.
Tommy.
I'm gonna slide out here again. And shoot Spectre 2 with my short bow.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Go ahead with advantage.
And I have advantage.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna slide back and hide.
Spectre 1 and 2 both sink their fists into you, Cake.
Whoa, I did not do a good job of hiding.
Yeah, this time the Spectres noticed where you ran, Tommy.
That's not good.
Flanor.
Alright, I'm gonna take a shot, but I'm not gonna hide first, so I won't have advantage.
Nope. Is your owl giving anybody advantage, Tommy?
Oh yeah. Let's give it to Flinner.
Okay.
In attacking Spectre 2.
Okay.
So I'll take advantage. Sweet.
You
There you go.
you rolled both ends of that spectrum, a 1 and a 20. What are the odds of that?
Good thing it was not disadvantage.
Yeah.
1 out of 40.
Yeah.
1 out of 400, right? Something like that.
Something like that. You could tell Spectre 2 looks like it's on its last leg. Its incorporeal form seems to be fading in and out of reality.
And then I'm gonna move down 1 pillar further down, and on the way I'm gonna sheath my short bow. And then I'll use my bonus action
Quivering in fear,
to hide.
I'll do the little bit I can. These
Cake?
things scare me.
Cake's gonna go stabby into Spectre number 2. And then he will turn to face Spectre number 1.
Okay, basically the same thing. I'm gonna move out here. I'm gonna use my owl to give me help on Spectre 1.
Okay.
And shoot it with my bow.
Okay. I think you should all blow your load on this one.
And then I'm gonna move back and hide.
Like that infamous YouTube video. More dots. Yeah.
I think I hid.
You Batmaned it. Spectre keeps missing you. Flanor.
So did I think I was hidden with that 17?
You're hidden.
Okay.
I didn't notice where you ran.
I'm gonna move up a little bit.
Now, mind you, to continue moving stealthily, it's half your movement. You have your movement.
I could only get to there, probably.
No, we're...
Do one more. And then I'm gonna use my hand crossbow to shoot with advantage.
Okay. You head to a cutting action to get to where you're at, so you can't do a bonus action shot.
Why did I have to cunning action? So I hit on my last turn, and then I moved half my movement.
Yeah.
And that's all I've done.
You were here, right?
Yeah, I tried to move just 3.
1.
So that would be half my movement. So it's a little hard for me to tell with the squares, though.
Right there.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
And then I'll take my extra shot.
Do you and Juno know each other?
No.
Okay. Sarah, you're next.
Screaming in frustration. And, little puddles forming on the floor below me. Fire keeps lancing into this misty thing, and it doesn't seem to do very much.
I think Cake should definitely...
Smite?
Yes.
Yes.
You
Cake
should
is
damn
going
well
to
smite.
hide behind his spin and do stabby stab. He is going to smite. And
One more D8.
you have to add it for the I'll do it manually. Plus 8 more.
That's not coded
Kills it.
right.
Yeah, I have to code that right. I kind of just haphazardly threw this together.
Ooh, I sigh.
What faction are you, Juno?
Emerald?
You guys are able to take him back out to the streets and find a druid that revives him.
Before we do that, can we search this room and collect our arrows and stuff?
Yeah, you collect your arrows and stuff, and I'm gonna give you guys a long rest.
Woo!
Sweet. And there wasn't anything else in this room. It was just a dead-end room after the explosion.
No, there was a hole in the wall leading to somewhere else.
Okay.
Oh, I hit the wrong button to talk. I said, woo.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I honestly thought I actually had to do, honestly, double your max health, not double your max health adding up from multiple damage.
Yeah, no, it
It's
just
cool.
has to go down to negative max health and you're instantly killed.
So it was pretty dicey under there. Do you guys want to head back and explore through that other exploded hole?
Well, yeah.
The only
Maybe
thing that
that explosion is why we heard that loud, piercing loudness.
So you guys come back. This room is approximately 30 feet deep and half as wide. Its walls are lined with shelves laden with books and miscellaneous objects. At the far end of the room, a silver chest rests on a wooden table. A second similar hole has been blasted into the right wall, beyond which the sound of running water can be heard. On the blackened and charred floor around this second hole are the remains of a horn, shattered nearly beyond recognition.
We'll
Oh,
collect
he's
those
wasted the
to
horn of
return.
blasted.
Let's make sure we take the pieces to give them back to Kusara.
Everybody go ahead and give me an Arcana or History, whichever one is better for you. Serato and Flanor. You both recognize the sigils and bows on the chest as that of Delanor, a wizard who once resided within Flan. The chest lid is currently open.
Can we see inside without touching anything?
Give me a perception check. You notice a tiny needle jutting out from the keyhole, the point of which smudged with barely perceptible blood. Inside the chest, a series of racks and boxes on clever articulated hinges unfold and spread out, allowing access to multiple different storage spaces simultaneously.
Do they all look empty?
You also seem to notice as though that there's a false bottom to the chest.
I'd like to check the traps.
Whatever trap was already in the chest has been sprung.
Okay.
I'll search the
Yeah.
false bottom.
As you open up the false bottom, you find well, the chest itself. You figure maybe it's quite valuable to the library. Maybe you guys should eventually go back and let Kasara or even Oppenrel know of the chest. But inside you find a headband of intellect, along with a potion of greater healing.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
How did we get healed? I just noticed that.
I gave you guys a long rest.
Ah,
Wait. Why is that giving you a potion of healing instead of a potion of greater healing?
well,
It's a typo.
before we found a potion of healing.
Yeah, it's a typo. You're supposed to get a potion of healing. Somebody fucked up and typed greater healing at the end.
No, this is supposed to be greater healing.
Really? Because it says.
Yep.
Because see, on my thing it says a small vial of liquid also sits next to the headband. A potion of healing.
They forgot to put the word greater healing.
Yeah.
Could have sworn it was supreme.
Look under the treasure section.
Yeah, I know. I'll fix it.
No, in the mod you're reading, look under the treasure section.
Yeah, I did. I'll fix. That's why I said I would fix it in here.
But you're right, there is a typo between the two sections.
Yeah, it's freaking hilarious. You have no idea how many typos I've found reading the mods and stuff, especially with Curse of Strahd.
No, the annoying thing was when I was on the playtest and we sent in the details. Hey, fix this. Almost never happened.
You're not the first one I've heard that from.
It was very aggravating.
Should we continue down the tunnel?
Yeah. 1 second.
It was times like that fight, I really wish I had magic missile.
I always take magic missile on my wizards.
I need to run into a wizard that has it.
Yeah, if I ever jump on my wizard and we play, I'll let you copy it off my spellbook.
Yeah, it's annoying how some stuff doesn't code right.
Well, actually, this isn't the thing coding right. This is like them putting a typo and then somebody that created the actual mod or on Fantasy Grounds not reading it properly. The roar of water fills the air as the tunnel you were in opens into a large 60-foot wide circular chamber. Water cascades down a steep spillway on the far side of the chamber into a pool in the middle of the room. A stairway runs alongside the spillway to daylight above. Two large, undulating shapes move on opposite sides of the chamber near a section of the floor that is blackened and charred as if by an intense flame.
Based on where we are, does it seem like we could be under the palace now?
No, the palace is pretty far from the inn. You're in the sewers. You smell the sewage.
Oh. I'll try and hide.
Yeah, me too.
There's a rain barrel or something that would be appropriate in a sewer rain barrel. A crate, a pile of rubble, a pile of debris.
I'm assuming you guys are coming from the opposite end of the stairs.
Are we all doing stealth checks?
Well, I was trying to hide.
Same.
I attempted to hide, but I'm wearing armor. Group stealth check.
What
Put
area
my
are
stealthiness up.
the shadows up by the stairs or the spillway?
You guys are. It's pretty dark down here. The
I have dark vision.
the only light you guys see is the light coming from the from up by the stairs.
Well, I'll try and creep forward if we're not under initiative, hugging the wall to the left.
That's actually what you guys see. There are two carrion crawlers on either side of the big puddle
Okay.
or big pool of water.
Do they see us yet?
Oh yeah. They see. I'm assuming Cake was in the front, so let me fix that.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
You'd think they would have better drawings than this.
Yep. And I'm not going to spend a few hours looking on the internet for a map. Flinor, you're first.
Yeah. I think I'll take it.
I think
take
they
a
draw
shot
it
at-
shitty on purpose so they could sell map packs.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, this was done before they even had the idea of map packs.
Yeah, this is way before Fantasy Grounds, I think.
I'll pull out my short bow and shoot at Carrion 2 across the water.
Sure. Yeah, you should have. I'll go ahead and roll that extra d6 for,
Oh, roll for sneak attack.
yeah.
And then I think I'm going to stay here in the back. And I'll use my cutting action to try and hide again. If I can.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to
Yeah, I'm pretty big.
hide.
Okay. And I'm done.
That carrion crawler's gonna move up right next to Cake. And its tentacles are gonna shoot out at you, Cake. Is that a hit?
No, unfortunately not.
Damn you and your high armor.
That's all
I'm
he has.
liking it.
It's gonna try to bite you. Carrion Crawler 2 is just gonna move around this way and squeeze into this space up here.
Okay, I'm gonna put my owl to give Sarah help against Carrion Crawler 1. And then I'm gonna take my sneak attack with my bow.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to point it at that. Sorry.
You can drag it onto the target from the chat window.
And then can I try and hide behind Cake?
Yeah. That carrion crawler sees you.
Alright, well, Cake knows the best offense is a good defense. So he's going to bonus action do that. And then he's going to, once again, hide behind his shield and go stabby stab.
Okay.
It's like you have a theme.
And then Cake will. That's all he can do.
Ceratop will cackle madly from his pile of debris, and suddenly a carrion crawler 2 sees a creature splash out of the water. It looks like one of these weird pale humanoid squidgy types with like plate armor and a big ass sword, and he's gonna try to smack the carrion crawler.
Yep.
And he does not have a good intelligence.
Nope.
His sword will bite into the carrion crawler.
Juno will see carrion crawler number 1 and actually, so that she can get a better shot off, shoot at carrion crawler number 2.
Oh, hey, what the fuck?
We're all dragons and giants now.
I meant to just unlock
Yes.
one token. Jesus Christ.
A very scary thing.
The fuck is that thing?
It is something that only carrion crawler 2 can see.
Oh shit, I shrunk Cake way too much. That's fucking hilarious. Okay, Cake.
Alright. Can I move across that water there? To my right?
It's really fast moving water, so you're gonna have to give me a really good athletics check or acrobatics check to jump across it.
If it looks that good, I just won't jump across it. If it looks that tough. I'll
Okay.
just go ahead and shoot across Cake with my hand crossbow. At carrying 1.
Yeah. You're gonna get a sneak attack damage on that on it.
And I'll try and shoot again as my bonus. And I'll be done.
Okay. You said it was a large creature, and you said it was coming out of the water.
It was a plate-mailed human.
Oh. Yeah, you got some black tentacles.
Oh well, apparently it's a black tentacled jellyfish thing.
What is this, a hentai party?
It is the carrion crawler's nightmare come to life.
Well, carrion crawlers have tentacles to begin with.
Maybe it's its ex-wife.
I was just gonna say something along those lines.
A carrion crawler. His tentacles shoot past Cake to try and hit you, Fillmore. Actually, he gets.
I will. If he does that, I'll use my sentinel thing, so he has to do it at disadvantage.
He's already gonna get a
That was
-2.
right behind him, by the way.
Misses. And then he tries to bite you, Cake, as you're jumping in front of him to defend Flanor. And misses. Karen Crawler 2 is going to lash out and try to hit the thing in front of it and make an intelligence check to see if he knows what the fuck it is. And I'm sure your DC is higher than a 12.
Yeah. Sorry, you did it. Okay. So he thinks it's real.
Yep.
These things are really dumb.
Yep. Tommy.
Okay, I'm gonna use my owl to give me advantage against carrying crawler 1.
Yep.
And shoot with my bow. I forgot to aim again. Hold on. And then I'll use my cunning action to take another shot.
So I'm using crossbow expert to take a second
Oh,
shot.
never mind. Then I don't think I can.
You can use your cunning action to try and hide.
Okay, I'll hide.
Yeah, he is crossbow expert. Yeah, it doesn't see you duck behind Lenore. Cake.
Alright, Cake knows what Cake can do. He can eat sweets and he can stab things.
You could also smite.
He could. If he also hit, that'd be good. Cake's gonna just hunker down still.
My owl will flap around carrying Crawler 1, giving Cake advantage if he needs it.
Yep. And I have, yeah. And
The ex-wife slashes into his mind,
yes, it does.
or slashes him in the face. That's what he thinks.
Juno looks at carrying crawler number 1 and is like, Sacred Flame, let's do this. Sorry, I did it once.
You failed both times, anyways.
Bam.
I like it when the enemies line up in front of Cake.
Be quiet. It'll kill itself.
Lenore, your turn.
Yeah, I'll move up as far as I can get.
Don't get too close. It's fighting itself.
Yeah, I kinda want to sit down and watch this happen. It's hilarious.
What's your DC? Spell save DC.
Only 13 right now. But it takes an action for it to do an investigation check to see if it's an illusion. And right now it believes it's real, so it's going to attack it. So,
And I don't get sneak attack with the illusion.
no.
You don't even see the illusion.
Yes. To you, the Karen Crawler is just like writhing and on the bridge, snapping out at the air.
I will take a shot at it.
Yep. That's a hit.
And then I'll use my bonus action to shoot again.
Yep.
I'll use my cunning action to try and hide, but I don't think it'll be very effective.
You used your bonus action already.
Oh yeah, that's true.
This carrion crawler, again, its tentacles shoot out as though trying to attack it, and it seems to be confused a little bit.
No, it would see it. It would see itself attacking and hitting and doing whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna try to make another check.
Is it attacking or making a check?
The attacking thing was kind of just flavor. Which is probably gonna fail anyways. Yep.
Well, the just for the sake of rules and further games, if it thinks it might be an illusion, it can make an intelligence check, investigation. But if it fails, then it believes whatever it is real, and it would treat it, slash at it, and if it didn't hit anything, it would just think it missed. The creature dodged, or the example in the spell, you make a phantasmal force illusion of a bridge, and the creature tries to cross it and falls. They don't think the bridge is not there, they just believe, they tripped, or it slipped, or wind blew it off.
Okay, well then...
The illusion is a pain in the arse to adjudicate. I do get that. So...
Well then, in that case, it attacks the illusion and kind of looks a little confused as it's noticing that it's missing it.
Help me against it, sorry. I sent my owl to help me against Carrion Crawler too.
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot it with my short bow. I'm glad I did that.
Yep, I saw that one.
Oh, you're gonna make it so it doesn't kill itself.
And that kills it. As you guys are looking around this area, you notice that there's the body of a now, well, 3/4 of a body of a carrion crawler that's been eaten a little bit. And next to it, laying on the floor, is a backpack, its contents spilled out onto the floor. And beside the backpack is a length of parchment. I'm assuming the wizard...
It's a scroll.
The wizard is the one proficient in Arcana?
Yes. Or at least I am proficient in Arcana.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check. You could tell it's a used scroll of Fireball.
Which, out of character, I find hilarious. Because using the scroll wipes it.
Yep. Going through the backpack, you're able to find a set of common clothes, 35 gold,
What color were these common clothes?
and various denomination. They were orange.
The new black.
Yeah, I was looking to see if they were black.
Well, orange is the new black, right?
No, that shows a piece of shit.
You also see a piece of paper with what appears to be a list of book titles. Most of them have been stricken through, but 3 have check marks next to their names. You notice the names of the 3 books that you've been looking for. You also...
We're on the right track.
Yep. You also see a rough map of Flan and its surrounding area. The map details a location about half a day's ride east along the Flan path, and is labeled with the word Rythanex, which has been circled. You could tell this is this is a map of the Twilight Marsh. You also...
Does Rythanex mean anything to us? Do we know it's a city or anything like that?
Nope. Doesn't mean anything to you.
We have a library up above us. It can probably tell us something.
That's a good idea.
You also find an unsigned note that reads, Ellison, once you have secured what you can to aid us in our search, meet with Rythanex in the marsh east of the city, along the Flan path. Slay any that discover your work. Do not fail us again.
I'm betting it's not a
Mystery
city,
of
but a name.
Ripenix. Yeah, Mystery of Ripenix solved.
Yeah,
Um,
but I assume we're gonna have to go out there and face them. But maybe we should get Elena Brawl or whatever involved for some backup.
Or at least let her know where we're at.
as you guys come out of the sewers, you end up slightly outside of Flan.
Well, let's go back into the library and give them back their $2, and you know, then figure out how we're going out to the Twilight Marsh or wherever this thing was.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Okay.
And we'll update, let's update Alan Brawl.
Yeah, and see if she can't send somebody with us.
She says no, she can't spare anybody to send with you.
I know we're gonna pass it out at the end, but do you guys mind if I use the headband of intellect as we play?
Use the what? Sorry.
Doesn't it require attunement?
Yes, it does. That would be a short rest.
I just gave you guys a long rest and you're not even hurt. I can't give you a short rest.
Well, if it's going to take an hour to, talk to the library or whatever.
Yeah, I'll say it takes you like an hour to talk to the library.
Cool. Then I'll let somebody else talk.
Okay. You said you wanted to use the headband while we're playing.
Yes.
We'll still roll for it at the end, right?
I figured since there's a arcane trickster rogue in the party.
Yeah, I've been considering that too.
Yeah, you guys return the books. She gives you half of your reward.
Yeah, they are missing half the pages. They're not half the pages, but at least a page.
And a book.
Oh yeah, and a book.
Alright, so off to the swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, 1 second. The map leads you east along the Flan path, and before long the Twilight Marsh lays before you. Dark and foreboding, on the horizon a large mound rises from the swamp with a gaping black hole in the side. In front of the hole, a small campfire dances in the gloom. A man sits by the fire beside what you assume is a large black dog, curled up at his feet. Those assumptions quickly melt away as the form unfurls a pair of leathery black wings and cranes its neck towards you before muttering something in a strange guttural tone.
What does it matter?
Something in a strange guttural tone. Anybody else part of the Emerald Enclave?
I am.
Who's I am?
Sarah.
So Juno and Sarah, you guys have heard rumors of a very young black dragon in the Twilight Marsh that has been threatening the lizard folk here, attempting to press them into service. And this black dragon you see before you fits the description. and it has been passed to those of the Emerald Enclave that this dragon is upsetting the balance of the swamp and must be destroyed.
Okay.
So, I guess we didn't really get a chance to sneak up on them.
It's really hard to sneak up on a dragon.
Yeah.
They appear to be aware of us.
Yes, it looked right at us. Juno says,
Okay, as you guys come up, you notice that Ellison is visibly distraught upon realizing that you've arrived. He looks tired, as if he hasn't slept in many days, and appears to be ill. His left leg appears to be freshly bandaged, but blood has already soaked it through. He has extensive burns on his hands and arms, as well as his face, as if something he was holding caught fire or exploded.
So should we approach this guy?
What are you guys gonna do?
the dragon is just looking at us currently. It hasn't done anything.
They're both looking at you.
I'll keep walking. I don't want to
Yeah.
be in the water.
Let's keep walk towards him.
I'll stay behind Cake.
The dragon shouts to you guys, "Walk no further."
Okay. We're just trying to get a book back.
We're here for the books and the scribe.
The dragon looks at you guys and says, "I have the pages for the books, and I am taking them with me."
Is this a green dragon?
Nope.
Okay, good. My guy does not like green dragons.
It's an ancient blue dragon.
Oh, that's what you want to fight?
No.
Cake said yeah. He said bring it on.
Yeah. You guys start dealing with that. I'm gonna kind of head back to town. It's like, well, where are you taking those pages?
There you go. Ancient blue. Just for you guys.
Alright, sweet.
I was paid well to serve as a courier and enforcer for the cult. Obviously, because they are terrified of me.
And this is the black dragon wormling we're talking to?
It's a young black dragon. Which actually, a young black dragon should be way bigger than that. Oh no, I guess it is a wormling.
Yeah.
He goes, I am the genius behind the whole theft. Ellison is simply a mindless lackey.
Would you guys get really mad if I throw a spear at it?
Sucks to be you, Ellison.
What are you checking with that wisdom check?
This is because my guy, since like how this character was made, because his boss got in the mines, like the starter set, he got like knocked out of the window and murdered by a dragon. So now my guy just does not like dragons.
Oh.
I was seeing if I was going to hold myself back from throwing a spear at it.
Do what to do, man. I'm assuming with the wisdom check of 2, you don't hold yourself back.
Yeah, good for it. I think we can engage him.
Yeah, I'm shield of faith in myself and chucking a spear.
Roll initiative then.
Boom, nat 20.
Tommy's first.
So, aw.
Okay, I'm gonna use my.
Would just to ask, would we basically have a surprise round that only Cake acts on?
Cake would be the one to get a surprise round since.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
The first round to count only Cake acts because we're talking and suddenly he's throwing a fucking spear.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Cake.
Because,
Okay.
he's just mental.
Cake don't like no dragons. And then since he's gonna chuck his. Oh shoot! Where the fuck did I chuck it? All right. For some odd reason, I clicked the wrong button. But yeah, he's going to as he's running forward, he is going to. Is that fire? That's a fire pit?
That's a campfire, yes.
All right. I think Cake is going to chuck a spear, and he's just gonna rush straight up to this black dragon wormling. So he's gonna throw the spear as he runs. And
that's only if
can
they're
you
very
smite
strong.
with a thrown weapon? I think you
No.
can. No, you can't. You're right. You can't. And that's gonna be a surprise round.
Wait, did you run up to it and then throw the spear?
Well, he would throw the spear while he was running. So like, throw the spear then move, I guess.
Okay, so you threw the spear from like back here.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so now we're at the top of the order. Tommy, it is your turn.
I'm gonna use my owl on the dragon and take a shot with my short bow.
Okay.
I wanted to shoot the other guy, but he hasn't done anything yet, so I don't really know. So, staying in character. And that's it.
Juno, your turn.
Juno's gonna hold out her hand and
That's a miss.
not gonna hit. Yeah.
And Cake, before the start of your turn, a cloud of magical darkness begins to spread from Rythanax, covering everything within 15 feet of him.
Okay.
Layer action.
Alright, well, I'm gonna have my next spear that I always have behind the shield, with my hand, pull it out. Since I know his general direction area where this guy was, I'm gonna start swinging or poking in that general area. So just disadvantage.
Actually, let me get him to move.
Yes, it'd be disadvantage.
Yeah, it is disadvantage.
Oh,
Well, you
I was
got those
very
out of the way.
disadvantaged. And then that's what he's gonna do. Oh, did the dragon move?
It's not the dragon's
Oh,
turn yet.
okay, I see it.
You could have just used the blue sphere.
Yeah.
But
But it's so much cooler looking.
He got the pack of stuff.
Yes, must use the stuff I bought. Hey, don't move my darkness.
So what does Rithnax do?
Rythanax tries to take a bite out of Cake. And since he has blind sight, he can see you. Which means he bites at you at advantage.
Oh shit.
This is gonna hurt.
Ah, he's fine.
Hey, bro, that sucks to be you.
Nah.
And that was his first attack.
Ceratop, your turn.
Well, you stopped my first plan of action. So I will line myself up and move forward, screaming internally the entire time. I have to move that, otherwise I click on it instead of me.
Yep.
Getting to where I think the dragon is in front of me. You have to tell me if I'm going to stop there or one further.
And you would have seen where he was at. You were gonna stop one.
Yeah, but I'm walking in darkness. So,
Hey.
but if I can stop basically there.
Yeah, you're gonna stop there.
Swing, batter, batter, swing.
Some of the darkness gets a little bit hotter.
Yep.
So can I shoot into the darkness with disadvantage?
Yeah.
If I was hiding and I would have advantage, does that cancel it?
Yes, but I don't think you were hiding.
Well, can I use my cunning action to hide in this rubble here?
You could try.
Okay, I'll try that. And
Nope.
Yeah, and I'll shoot with my crossbow where I think Rathanix is.
Actually, no. Yeah. You're hidden. You have advantage.
Okay. That just cancels the disadvantage.
Yep.
And I get my sneak attack.
No, because you had disadvantage.
Even
Yeah.
though he's in melee combat?
Yeah, even though he's in melee combat.
Okay. I'm not sure how to remove
DM has to remove it.
Or you could use the remove tag.
Oh, you have that turned on.
Yeah, I should have it turned on. You hear a screeching noise as the darkness disappears.
For a blind shot, that was awesome.
Yeah. Dragon Slayer, Flinor.
Ellison kind of raises his hands. Please, please don't kill me. Don't kill me. I'll tell you everything.
I'll hold position where I am.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold my bow on him.
He tells you, the cult wishes to find the pool of radiance. Somehow wake it up. He was sent to Flan to find out the where and how. Or I was sent to Flan to find out the where and how. 2 other cultists named Tibum and...
I didn't mean to do that on Elson's spy. I meant to do it on Cake.
Okay. Go ahead and...
I had 2 people targeted on accident.
Yep, that's fine. Ellison didn't have any damage anyways.
Well, now he doesn't.
He says, 2 other cultists named Tibum and Svernik joined me in Flan. But I have had no communication with them anymore. They were sent to learn about a lost temple somewhere in the Dragonspine Mountains. I'm unsure as to whether or not the others have met with success. They were ordered not to speak to one another about their mission. I stole the book from Ea after apprenticing with the wizard. I stole it because it was the only book I was able to locate that had practical studies of the pool of radiance. I stole the books from Martin Frost because Reno the Blade wrote about his personal experience with the pool of radiance beneath Valjebo Keep. I believe that it had information about the pool's location. I stole the final book from Agan because, for personal reasons, I was raised believing that he belonged to House Brenniger, a noble house that once resided in Flan, and I wanted to know the truth.
Do you still have that book on you?
He does, and he hands it to you. And also, as you kind of search the dragon, you find the missing pages from the other books in the satchel.
Woot! We have the full books.
Along with all this other junk going in the in the party sheet.
How big is a dragon wormling's head?
No.
I'll take out my manacles and clamp them on Ellison.
He looks at you pleadingly. Please, please let me go.
We're not going to let you go,
Yeah, no.
but we're not going to kill you here either.
Since you guys killed the dragon, all Emerald Enclave people get 1 extra renown.
Yeah.
Any Harpers?
Yep. Flinor.
You take your time, kind of knowing that the Harpers would like to know about the Pool of Radiance and copy all the information down.
Okay.
And that concludes the adventure. You go back to Kasara and get the other 50 gold that you wanted.
Great, and we
Cool.
return the other book for 200. The
Yep.
Lords and Lineages.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he gives you 200 because that's double the reward she was offering you.
And I guess we'll return Ellison to Alan Brawl to do with as they handle
turn
their
'em into the
criminals here.
guards.
Yep.
And then she also offered to pay us 50 for the investigation.
Mm-hmm. How much does it cost to get like a special hat made, or is that just whatever?
Depending what you want to make it out of.
It doesn't matter. This
I'm
one.
pretty sure it's going to be Black Dragon Wormling scales.
Unfortunately, that is not part of the loot table for this adventure, so therefore I cannot give you Black Dragon Wormling loot scales.
I think we could probably
Role
just
play.
get away with creating a mundane item.
Go ahead and roll me a survival check to see if you can skin the
Guidance.
dragon.
Advantage. I aid you. I have a survival +2. Anybody better?
Mine's only 1.
So Cake aids
I have
Ceratop,
a +3.
or Cake aids the person that has a +3.
Then they're guided, right, with advantage.
Yep.
Advantage.
+23.
Yeah, you're able to scale to skin the dragon, and you get
We needed a 25.
a few scales.
Sorry.
I'm gonna start making a top hat out of dragon scales.
That's gonna cost you
7,000 gold?
no.
About 100 gold.
It's gonna cost you about 75 to find.
Oh,
To find
yes.
them.
I will subtract 75 gold
Yeah.
for a flavor hat that does nothing.
I'm gonna take that bolt that was the killing blow, and I'm gonna make a necklace out of it.
Go for it. If anybody ever asked you, it's just a flavor item.
Oh, it's definitely 100% a flavor item. Yeah.
You guys showed mercy to Ellison and didn't kill him. You have earned the story award, Favor of Ellison Berniger. Instead of killing him, you have demonstrated mercy towards Ellison. He is thankful, even if you turned him into the Black Fist. This favor has no immediate benefit, but should he face you again, your mercy will not be forgotten. You also each
Can you
receive
put that in the chat?
10 downtime days.
Nice.
And everybody gets 1 renown, Emerald Enclave, and Harpers get 2.
Nice.
Thanks for running the game. It's fun.
Yeah.
I haven't even given you guys experience yet.
Oh, yeah. After that.
Can you put the story award in
Yeah,
the chat?
it's just being a pain in the ass for me and not letting me select certain things on the
Undo
PDF.
the lock at the top right, and then you could just highlight and copy paste.
That's not where I was copying it from. guys get 600 experience.
Nice.
And now would be the time to roll for Band of Intellect.
What are we rolling? A d20?
Yep. Oh, person with no magic items gets dibs. Anybody have 0 magic items?
I have 0.
Zero.
I have 0.
Who is I?
That's
anybody
4
not
out
have
of the
zero?
5 people?
Yeah. So 0 has a 20 with 0 magic items.
So Juno has 0. Lenore has 0. Tommy has 0. Does
Sarah has 0.
Sarah, you get it with that 20.
Congrats.
Appreciate it. Somebody did put it in. Cool.
Where the hell did this splint armor come from?
It was in the cave.
Yeah.
This book's not there because you guys gave it back. You've got a potion of healing and a potion of greater healing. And I'm assuming the scrolls of detect magic and hold person would go to the wizard.
Does anybody mind?
Nope.
That works.
Because I don't think arcane tricksters have spellbooks to write stuff in.
Yeah.
Does anyone want the splint mail that can wear it?
Sounds like a no.
Sell for 50%. Hey, that's 100 gold.
Yeah, whoever wants those potions should just take them.
I'll take the potions.
Or at least split them up if you're taking one if someone else wants the other one.
You can roll for it if you want the potion of healing.
It looks like Juno got the greater.
Yeah, because I don't have a lot of spell slots early on. So, it's a last-ditch heal. Shove it into someone's mouth.
Alright, I'll roll for the other one.
If nobody else is rolling. Oh,
Tommy
congratulations,
gets it.
Tommy.
Yeah, my constitution's so low. That'll be beneficial for a while at least.
I put it in your inventory. The rest gets sold and you each end up with 199 gold.
Nice.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
When's the new Fantasy Grounds coming out?
Who knows? I haven't heard anything about that. Alright everyone, thanks
Alright,
for
now
watching.
thank you for running the game.
Yep, thank you guys for
Yeah,
coming.
thank you.
Thank you very much. That was fun.
I apologize for being a little vulgar earlier when he was stripping the poor half-elf. I was just fucking around.
Yeah, I mean, as long as there's no children, it's always good.
If I offended anybody, I apologize.
Reported.
I'm scarred for life.
So's that elf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I handled it better than the elf did.
Alright, good night, guys. I'm getting off.
Later.
Alright, see ya.
Don't close the server yet.
No, I'm not gonna close it yet. I'm
User disconnected from
gonna
your
leave it
channel.
on for a few seconds.
A few seconds.
Well,
Damn.
a few minutes.
Damn.
I am muting TeamSpeak, however.
Sound muted.
Alright guys, thanks for watching, thanks for joining me. If you liked what you saw, please hit that follow button. Those of you on YouTube, if you liked what you saw, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for coming. I will see you again next time. Have a good night, everybody.